What is going on, you guys? Today, we're going to do another book review. And this one is a very, very, very good one. One that I can recommend to anyone. One that applies to every single person's life. And one that I hope you take the time to actually read. Because it's a great book, and like I said, I think anyone can enjoy it and get anything from it. So, the book is called The Art of War by Sun Tzu. And I am a firm believer that you should read all different types of books, but you should also read books specifically, ones that have stood the test of time, ones that have been around for thousands of years, okay? This book is one of those books. So, let's dive right into it, just so that you can get a little idea of who Sun Tzu is. I'll read this first part here. Sun Tzu, a military general. I got a kitty pushing on my phone. A military general and strategist who lived in ancient China. In ancient China, is one of East Asia's most important historical figures. Traditional historians believe that he lived between 544 to 496 BC. Sun Tzu's birth name was Sun Wu. The name he is well known with is an honorific that means master son. He is most famous for writing The Art of War, a timeless classic and one of the most important works of Eastern literature. So, this book, his tactics, his military tactics and warfare has been employed by so many different generals and conquerors because these tactics are so foolproof. Sun Tzu has been through many different examples and learned from experience. That's why people like Napoleon, Mao Zedong, Fidel Castro, Joseph Stalin, and the General Douglas MacArthur. They used his strategies to plan their own in countless battles and conflicts. And that is already just a testament to how powerful and how beautiful Sun Tzu puts together his tactics. And I'm not going to read the whole book for you because I got to leave some of it a little bit of a mystery, but I believe that whatever book you read, as long as you get one golden nugget, I like to think of being the Robin Hood of books, right? You're going in and you're trying to find some gold, a golden nugget, you're trying to find something, but once you find what you need, you take that and then you move on. Right? And here I am, I'm giving it back to other people. I'm the Robin Hood of books, right? You gotta at least get one golden nugget. You don't have to read the whole thing, even if you just flip through. Found something that applies to your life. Found something that relates to you and that you could use to grow yourself. That is the thing that I think people go wrong when they're reading books, is that they're not reading because they want to, and they're not reading the things that they're interested in, right? You gotta read what you're interested in. So, one golden nugget that I got from this book is the moral of my story, is the 5 faults that every general should look out for. 5 faults that every person should look out for, right? So number 1, recklessness leads to disaster. Number 2, cowardice leads to capture. 3, a hasty temper is easily provoked with insults. Number 4, a delicacy of honor is sensitive to shame. And number 5, an over-solicitude of your men creates excessive worry. 5 relevant faults that we all need to look out for, right? We can't be reckless because it's going to lead to destruction. You have to be careful with your decisions, but you also have to be quick with your decisions, especially if you want to be a leader. And number 2, cowardice leads to capture. You have to be able to take risks. You have to be able to trust your instincts and your gut, especially when you believe something is true. Number 3, a hasty temper is easily provoked. If you get mad easily, it's going to be very easy to manipulate you and take advantage of you. And number 4, if you are very delicate, if you're very delicate towards your honor, you're afraid to be ashamed, then it's going to happen anyway, right? You're going to become ashamed, and this delicacy of your honor is so sensitive to shame. And you can't be sensitive to shame, because what happens when you fail? You feel shame. And when you feel shame, you then try to avoid failure. But failure is the only way that we grow. Failure is the only way that we learn the best way, right? Failing is only getting you one step closer towards the truth. But I mean, for Sun Tzu and a fact of war and being a general, those have large consequences. So you can't be afraid to fail. You can't be afraid of shame. But the other side of the coin is you also have to just be careful, and it is a tightrope balancing act that you're walking across. Number 5, an over-solicitude for one's men. So if you're a leader, you have to allow and trust yourself that you are making the best decisions. You can't be too worrisome about the people that you're leading. Of course you have to care. Of course you have to, some extent, worry about them. But an over amount of worrying causes you more stress, so then you make less risky decisions that could potentially win you the war, right? Win you the battle, whatever that may be. Get you that bigger paycheck that you want, right? Taking those risks. So those were the 5 things. That was my golden nugget, and I hope it's a golden nugget for you too, because we all can apply these ideas and ideologies to our own lifestyle. So, please go and get the book, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. I'm done talking about it because I want you to go read it yourself. Sound fair enough? I'll catch you guys on the next video. My name is Kevin Luck, and till next time.